What's going on, guys? It is the Coaster Battleman here, bringing you an awesome video. Another coaster what if about the Cedar Fair parks. What if Canada's Wonderland was closed in 2017? And once again, where would their coasters go? I know I'm going to keep doing this for every single Cedar Fair park all the way to Cedar Point. And I know there are some Cedar Fair parks that I haven't done yet, such as King's Dominion, Kings Island, Cedar Point, and Carowinds, but I'm very close to being done with this series. But let's talk about Leviathan. This is an awesome B&M Giga, has some great airtime moments, but it is a shorter ride, which is not as good for a Giga. It's a short Giga, but I still think it's a very good roller coaster, but it's still one, but in my opinion, it's the worst Giga coaster. But it's still a very good ride, don't get me wrong. I think Leviathan should be relocated to Kings Island because Kings Island desperately needs a Giga, and Leviathan would be a great fit at Kings Island. Let's talk about Behemoth. Speaking of the Kings parks, King's Dominion really needs a roller coaster, and I think Behemoth would be a great fit at King's Dominion. It's a great B&M Hyper with some great floater airtime, very smooth ride, and overall would be a great fit at King's Dominion. But let's talk about these type of roller coaster combos. Now, roller coaster combos are where two coasters are relocated to an amusement park in the same year, which I think the Vortex, an Aero suspended coaster, and the Bat, a Vekoma Boomerang, should be relocated to Michigan's Adventure. Michigan's Adventure needs a new coaster. Even if it's a used coaster, it's still at least a new coaster for Michigan's Adventure fans for them to do. Vortex would be one of the best coasters at Michigan's Adventure due to their very low depth, and the Bat would be one of their best coasters as well due to Michigan's Adventure's low depth. Besides Shivering Timbers, they would have a solid top three now, and overall Michigan's Adventure would be a much better park than what it currently is. Let's talk about another roller coaster combo. Dragonfire and Time Warp should be relocated to Worlds of Fun. Now, Worlds of Fun, they haven't gotten a coaster since 2009. It's been a very long time since they've gotten a new coaster. And they do need a sit-down looper, and Dragonfire is one of the better aero loopers, which is good. Plus Time Warp, I've heard some people like Canada Coaster Fan that have said this is a very good flying coaster. So I think both these rides should be relocated to Worlds of Fun. It would be a great fit there. Both these rides would be great fits there. And overall would be solid fits at Worlds of Fun and improve their coaster lineup. Let's talk about Flight Deck. As for every inverted coaster I have put in this playlist I have with Cedar Fair coaster what-ifs as well, but Flight Deck, it should obviously be relocated to Valley Fair due to the need of an invert. But let's move on to Wonder Mountain's Guardian. Wonder Mountain's Guardian is a sweet dark ride with some roller coaster elements, and Cedar Point, they always want to add new stuff, but I think if they want to add something big but not spend that much money, I think Wonder Mountain's Guardian would be a great fit at Cedar Point, because they do need a Triotech dark ride. Let's talk about Mighty Canadian Mindbuster and Wild Beast. Sadly, for Mighty Canadian Mindbuster fans, this coaster would be closed for good because it's an old wooden coaster that not too many people like anymore. Same thing with Wild Beast, except Wild Beast is way worse due to its roughness, while Mighty Canadian Mindbuster is rough, but it is bearable, which means it has some decent airtime. But overall, both these rides should be closed down for good. They're not the best wooden coasters, and that's why. But thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Where are the